Yes, people, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all joining me for today's Wembley Wander, a new show right here on West Ham Unofficial where it does what it says on the tin. I'm outside Wembley. I'm going to go for a wander. Lots of you will know I'm here for uni over the next few years, so I'm going to utilise the setting that I currently have right here. The weather is currently a little bit representative of West Ham. Turbulent, stormy, rainy, horrible, not nice. Not up to scratch. So yeah, I'm on my break and I have the bloke spilt my hot chocolate, but I accosted last week. I've gone for Greg's today, a cheaper option. It's a hotter option as well, I must say. So probably 7 out of 10 last week. We're looking at a 8.5 out of 10 this week. Let's see it next week whether it improves. But today I want to talk about Mark Noble, because I want to talk about how we can change the current situation we're in. We're all well aware of why we are where we are, because of everything that we've discussed in previous videos. We know the recruitment reasons, the board reasons. We've gone over that plenty of times, but we now really need to look ahead to how we can change it. And I saw yesterday on Twitter, there was a on this day video going back to 2021, and Mark Noble scored, and that name reappeared in my head, Mark Noble. And then I remembered he's actually still employed by the club as a sporting director with a suit on, and he seemed to have disappeared in the last sort of 12 months or so, completely out of the public eye. Nobody's really heard from him. He's not done any interviews. He's not been seen anywhere. So where has Mark Noble gone? And I think many fans are probably feeling at this current moment in time, we're needing somebody to step up. We're needing a leader. Now, I'm not for 1 minute suggesting that Mark Noble should take over as manager. We have a manager and we've already changed it this season. It'll be pretty ludicrous to change again, because at the moment, yeah, Nuno made mistakes on Monday. Undoubtedly, that team selection was abysmal and it was wrong, and we could all see that from minute one. But he will learn, he will get better, because he's a decent, established Premier League manager. You know, Potter, it was slightly different for reasons we've already gone over, but we've got to stick with Nuno now, because otherwise we enter an awful cycle of, you know, going through manager after manager, where the fact and reality of it is that the manager isn't currently the issue here. It's everything else. It's the recruitment, it's the board, but we need somebody to step up to try and change it. Somebody that loves the club, somebody that understands and knows what the fans are currently feeling. And that man, the man perfect for that role, is Mark Noble. There's no two ways about it. In some way, we've got to get him out of a suit and we've got to get him back involved. There was that video that released of him, I think it was a couple of years ago now, when he was speaking to the under-13s or under-12s about the meaning of the badge and the meaning of playing for West Ham. I think he could do with giving that speech and conversation to the current squad, because it currently feels like we don't, and the players don't understand and don't value playing for this team. Wow, I am really braving the elements for you today. It just feels like that we're currently in a situation where, honestly, just by luck, we are in a situation where we've got a group of players that seem disconnected with the team, seem disconnected. I tell you what, I'm going there to protect myself out of the wind. But we've got a group of players that seem disconnected with the ethos of West Ham, of why it's so important, why the badge is so important. And at the end of the day, that needs to be reinstilled into this squad, because they are disillusioning the fan base at the moment, and it is there and it's being showcased for all to see, and it needs to change. It needs to change. So maybe just a familiarisation or an introduction to why West Ham is so important and why it's an honour, not a sort of, you know, privilege in that sense. It is a privilege, but it's not a God-given right to wear that shirt. There we go, I'm a little bit covered now. That it's more than just something given to you. It should be earned. Putting that shirt on and going out in front of all those fans should be earned, because people pay a hell of a lot of money for it. That is top notch and a lot hotter than last week, which is good, because it's a little bit chilly today. But I just feel, and I had that thought and I thought I'd discuss it. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section down below. Do you think that introducing Mark Noble back in will make any impact whatsoever? It might make zero difference, because the squad and the team just is what it is at this current moment in time. Or it might just sort of reignite something, re-spark something inside the squad that actually, let's knuckle down and let's do it for each other. And it's within their own interests. Whether these players think they want to leave in the summer or not, nobody has taken half of them at the moment because they're not showcasing any quality whatsoever. So it's within their best interest, whether they want to stay or leave, to put in a shift to be the best that they possibly can, because otherwise we're going to find ourselves with a bunch of players that we can't get rid of in the summer who are useless, and they're that useless, nobody wants them, we can't get anything for them, we've spent absolute crap tons of money on, and we're getting no return from it. And I feel myself getting a little bit angry, so I'm going to take another sip. In this current situation, where we have real distinct issues trying to, get a bit of effort and work rate and fight and spirit and courage into a team, then the exact person we want leading it and being at the fore of it and encouraging them is Mark Noble. At the end of the day, it's got to be Mark Noble. He's the man that epitomises West Ham. He is Mr. West Ham. 500 games, whatever it was in the end, all of those appearances, all of those years, a man that, if you cut him, he bleeds West Ham, but he's disappeared. He's got himself into an office job, and it seems like we haven't seen him since. And the club is in dire need, and he must see it. He can't be sitting there thinking, I'm just going to let this happen. He loves the club just as much as any one of us does, So we need that change to be implemented. We need just a shift in something to go, what, to these players? Actually, you've been useless, right? And let's try and change it. And let's just, refresh our memory that you should be giving your all for this team and for this shirt, and you currently aren't. Some of them at the moment don't give two hoots. They couldn't care less. That needs to change. What do you think? Put your thoughts into the comment section down below. I'm going to walk myself back down to my student entrance here at Wembley before I return to my studies. But we've just got to try and manufacture something, a bit of team spirit, because there's no togetherness in the team. And that's what I think Noble can try and bring as well. We have no leader in terms of a captain. Bowen doesn't fulfil those qualities, in my opinion. And at the end of the day, we need a voice that loves West Ham, respects West Ham, and understands what is required from the fans. Because the disconnect at the moment, I've never seen anything like it, between the fans and the players. It's just complete and utter disillusionment. So can Mr. West Ham try and rejuvenate this squad? Can Mark Noble have a positive impact and be a positive force to try and drive change and try and bring some quality, fight and desire back to this team? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. My hand is very cold. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my hot chocolate. I'll see you tonight for a preview at 7 PM, but until then, bye bye.